What is going on, my dummies, and welcome back to another Digimon Deck Tech. In today's episode, we are going over Blue Imperialdramon. That's right, guys. I know I posted one earlier. I had to take it down. I missaid some stuff. I apologize. I wasn't caught up on everything, but now I'm ready to come back with a vengeance and get this deck situated. So, starting off with our Digitama, we have a 1-of Upamon. Upamon says, when attacking, once per turn, if our opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution source, we get to draw one card. It shows up a lot more often than you think it does. So it's worth playing at least a 1-of because we can get that extra draw. And seeing as our other Digitama allows us to get a draw as well is a good backup. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Demi-Vmon from set 3. When we attack once per turn, if our Digimon has jamming, we get to draw one card. A lot of cards in this deck have jamming. I think one rookie, maybe a champion. Yeah. So, like, we have at least a 4-of in the level 3, level 4. All 8 of our level 5s have jamming, and then 4 of our level 6s have jamming. So, definitely worth playing. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Electmon. He's our vanilla. He's 2 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 3000 DP. Just a vanilla, just to help us turbo into what we need because we don't have a lot of cheap options later on down the road. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Vmon from set 2. 3 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 2000 DP. Says, inheritable skill once per turn. During our turn, if this Digimon becomes active during the main phase, we get to draw one card. We will be becoming active, so if we become active, we're able to draw that extra card. That does happen a lot more often than you think it does, so we actually have a card that makes things become active, so we will be drawing more cards. And as you can see, like, draw power is very important in this deck. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Vmon from set 3. He's 3 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 2000 DP. Just has jamming, so this works with Demi-Vmon. We're able to draw a card by going into Vmon. Next turn, we can move it up, swing, get the jamming, then evolve on top of it if we need to, that kind of thing. Really good card. Works well with one of our level 6s as well. So, yeah. Moving forward to our level 4s, we have a 4-of Frigimon. Frigimon is 4 to play normally, 2 to evolve, 4000 DP. He does have jamming himself. One thing I do want to note, you don't have to play this. You can actually get away with playing the Vmon if you want to. I just like having the extra jamming option because we're trying to jam out here. We're trying to just ignore the fact that our opponent has Digimon in the security. When they flip over an option card, it does feel really bad, but we're just trying to ignore the Digimon and the combatants of the Digimon. It feels really good to have a Vmon and a Frigimon turn over an Omnimon in the security zone, and it did nothing for them. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Gorillamon. This is our vanilla in the deck. 6 to play normally, 1 to evolve, 6000 DP. Just vanilla, nothing more, nothing less. This helps us get into where we need to be, and that's always a good thing. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Grizzlymon, our blocker. He's 5 to play normally, 2 to evolve, 6000 DP blocker. On attack, we get -2 memory. You won't be attacking with him. You'll be mostly blocking, trying to slow your opponent down from what they're trying to attempt to do. So, yeah. Very much enjoy Grizzlymon. On to our level 5s, our bread and butter Imperialdramon. This is one of the biggest cards in the deck. I would go out on a limb and say instead of this being an Imperialdramon deck, it's a Imperialdramon deck. He's 7 to play normally, 7000 DP, 3 to evolve on a blue or green Digimon, which is going to be a blue Digimon. He's got jamming. Again, this works with our Digitama. Also, when attacking as an inheritable skill, once per turn, if this card's name contains Imperialdramon, this Digimon becomes active. Okay, that triggers our Vmon from set 2 to be able to draw a card. So as long as we have Imperialdramon and the Vmon together, we're drawing a card and being able to attack twice. Normally we'll have jamming included with that, so it's always a good thing. Moving forward, we have Dino-Vmon. This is actually in my top 5 favorite Digimon of all time. I love how Dino-Vmon looks. I'm so happy they brought him into this game. He's 8 to play normally, 3 to evolve on a blue or green Digimon, 7000 DP. He's got Pierce and Jamming, so he's able to attack our opponent's Digimon and deal security damage, but he also ignores the fact that there's Digimon in that security. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Blue. He's 13 to play normally, 5 to evolve on green or blue. 12,000 power. So this is very high for us. Like, this is the highest evolution we've had to date. However, if he digivolves onto a Imperialdramon or a Dinobemon, these two guys right here, the cost is reduced by 2, so this becomes a 3 to evolve instead of a 5 to evolve, which is really good for us. He has jamming, and then when we digivolve, all of our opponents' Digimon, or all of our Digimon, our opponents' Digimon, with jamming becomes active. So we're able to go swing with Imperialdramon with a jamming ability. Digivolve into Imperialdramon. Imperialdramon will stand itself since he has jamming himself. And then after you activate him, you're able to attack again with jamming, trigger Imperialdramon's ability to activate him again to swing again at our opponents. So pretty good ability all in all. I think this actually works a lot better than the green one, but that's just my personal opinion. Moving forward, we have Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Green as a 4 of. He is 13, same exact stat. So 13 to play normally, 5 to evolve on a green or a blue, 12,000 DP. He says if this Digimon digivolves from Imperialdramon or Dinobemon, reduce the cost by 2, just like the other one. This one is more of an aggressive approach than Imperialdramon Blue is. This one is more of like, I'm going to deal damage regardless what you think. So he's got piercing instead of jamming, so he's dealing the damage directly through. And then on top of that, during our turn, once per turn, when your Digimon, when only your opponent's Digimon is destroyed by battle, and this Digimon, with this Digimon, put this card to active. So one thing I got wrong in the last one, I will make sure I'm right on this now. Imperialdramon and Imperialdramon Green works really strangely. They're not May abilities, so you have to absolutely activate it. So basically, the most essential way to do this with Imperialdramon Dragon Mode is to attack security, and then activate Imperialdramon's effect off of that, and then attack a Digimon to activate Imperialdramon's ability to attack again. In the last attack, you can do either to your opponent's Digimon or to security. Since he does have Pierce himself, he can get rid of a Digimon and attack security at the same time. I just wanted to make sure that was clear on this one. As like I said, I missed it on the last one. I messed it up. But yeah, these two cards are really good. Dear to my heart, really great Digimon. But let's move forward. We have a 3 of Davis. He's 4 to play normally. Security effect puts him into play for free. At the start of our turn, our memory becomes 3 if it's 2 or less. Always a really good card. Always a really good ability to have on Tamer, especially when you're playing more of a mid-rangey type S deck where you have a bunch of memory in the first place. And then, when played, we get to reveal the top 3 cards of our deck and add a blue and a green Digimon from among them to our hand, put the rest on the bottom in any order. This is kind of relevant since we do have 8 green cards, but most of the time we're just getting 1 blue. But sometimes we will flip over this green, and when we do, that's +2 off of just playing this Davis, along with being able to get our memory to 3 every turn. Next up, we have a 4 of Spark Hammer. If you watched my other videos before, I've told you guys how I feel about Spark Hammer. I don't like it. I really don't. But I know if I don't put Spark Hammer in here, people are going to complain. 0 to play normally. Main effect gets +1 memory. Security effect gets +2 memory. I mean, you can make the argument that this deck does actually need them because it is heavy on the back end. So it keeps your opponent from taking their turn so you can get your Imperialdramon Dragon Mode effects off. However, with Davis, it makes our memory 3, so I don't know why we would need the Spark Hammer. But all around, it is still nice to have, I reckon. Moving forward, though, we have Coyote's Breath. It's 7 to play normally. Security effect activates the main effect. Main effect is return one of our opponent's Digimon back to their hand. The Digivolution sources are discarded. This is our 1 spot removal in the deck. If you did not like this card in particularly and you wanted to play something more out there, you always have the option to play Positron Laser. The only issue is you have to have a green Digimon on the field in order to play it. But you could play Positron Laser, or you could probably get away with playing a Kin. I don't know why you wouldn't want to, but you could play a Kin if you wanted to. I just like being able to spot remove our opponent's stuff when we need to. We're already playing mid-range, so slow grinding out our opponent is always a good thing to do. But that is the deck, guys. It's really aggressive, really powerful. Like I said, a lot of memory though, and a lot of memory does come back to bite you sometimes, especially when something gets taken out and you've spent so much time and effort to get that perfect stack that you wanted, and it just disappears on you. But guys, that is it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what decks you want to see in the future. Tell me how you guys would build your Imperialdramon decks. And don't forget to subscribe. You guys have been killing it on Digimon content. I love you guys for that. Keep it coming. I love you guys. And until next time, have a blessed one.